Hello and welcome back to our continuing settlement survival new content series, Building a Trade Empire. I'm Larry, it's episode 4, and let's get back into it. Now, some people have been questioning why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is supposed to be a new content series. You're not showing us any new content, and you're just farting around. Well, believe it or not, there's a method to the madness. And the simple fact is if we don't have a stable settlement, then what are we doing? Because if we're always fighting for food and clothing and tools and all that, we're never going to be able to progress. So let me show you what exactly is going on. We're getting the extra development points through the schools. Should I have one more school? More than likely, but I've been a little conservative on that. Now, I have 6 development points. Should I be banking 6? No. And the reason why is, see our proficiency right here? The more skills that you have unlocked in a category has this increase faster. So, am I hurting us there? Yeah, but right now I really don't care. So, and the reason why I don't care is soon we're going to be starting to get our administrators. And you get one administrator with a +1 to your proficiency, that's going to bump you up in your bonus. Because we can get 3 stars here, unless they've changed it in the content update to bring it up to like 5 stars. That I don't know. But, it's food for thought. But that's why I've been banking the points and not worrying about it, because I want to have the points there so I can jump on multiple things at one time. Now, why am I doing paper mills? I want to get paper started so we don't have career students. And I want to get the students out as fast as I can. Now, I only have 4 students, so shutting down the schools isn't going to do me any good. So we have that. Why have I not built houses? Well, if you look at it, I still have an extra tent. So nobody wants a house right now. So the only thing houses are going to give me is just a happiness bonus. And you know what? I'm okay being at this level. Sure, I could make the settlement more efficient by getting these things up in the gold, but right now, it's just not, to me, it's just not worth it. So, and then, we have our coal mine open. So now we're not burning our lumber on fuel. So we don't have that issue. Now, I got called out for why did I destroy the chopping house and just not upgrade it. And that wasn't my bad. That wasn't my overlook. So yeah, that's, I told you I make noob moves. So that's one of my noob moves. Now, these wells, I'm not going to be worried about these because I'm going to be spending a skill point on the reservoirs. And I'm going to pause these wells. They're just going to be there for fire prevention. That's it. Because we're going to chalk up probably 3 or 4 reservoirs right here. And we're using our people for the winter time. Right now, the only thing I want to use our people for during the summer is food growth. Collecting lumber, collecting what we need. Now, people are probably like, well, you got this blank area and nothing's going back. Well, it's only year 4, so that's no big deal. So no issues there. Am I going to attack this lumber area back here? Yeah, because right now, everything's looking good on here and maybe some of it will grow back. But you got to remember, we're only on year 4. And look what we've done so far. So the plan is we are going to get our food where it needs to be. We are going to get herbs. We're going to get lumber. We got to get the basics down first. So even though it looks like we're not getting anything accomplished and that I'm wasting your time about new content, I'm showing everybody exactly what needs to get done so we can build our trade empire. Because right now, we need everything that we have. We really do not have a surplus of anything to trade. Now, I know people are like, well, you could open up your small trading post and sell the jewelry. Of course I could do that. You could sell your lobster. I'm holding the lobster back in reserve because if this drops to zero, I have what? How many lobsters do we have sitting right now? We have, 688 lobsters in reserve. So, if I need to drop that, I can drop it and people be happy. So that's where we're at right now. So if people, are getting bored and confused and all that, there is a method to the madness. There is a plan. And hopefully people will see that and we'll be able to rock and roll and you'll absolutely totally understand what's going on. Now, right now, we do not have anything as far as clothing. And, that is a bummer. But we're going to get the clothing issue fixed. And since we keep everybody so tight in the settlement during the wintertime, I'm not too worried about people freezing. Now, we still have a couple workers doing what they need to be doing, and that's no big deal. And we still have plenty of time to get these crops in, so that's not a bad thing. And will they get it done time? Yeah, they will. And see, they've already have completed what they need to do over here. So now it's just going to be, we look at our supplies that we have. And right now I am going to have them gather as much food as we can get. And since we haven't touched this area, I'm going to have them gather around here. And it will be okay. And now that we have our first person here, let's check out what clothes we can make. We do have a little bit of leather. We don't have any wool. Yeah, so we are not... But that's faction clothes. What a bummer. And unfortunately, we can't make down yet. But look at, if you hit I... we still only have our turkeys. What would be nice would get a goose or maybe an alpaca. That would be nice. But we don't have that option, so we'll get some leather, and that's going to run out. It is what it is. Now, instead of doing broccoli next season, let's look at what we have. We can go staple. We can go field, we can go rice, we can go oats, and we have peas. So we're going to do a field of peas, and over here, we're going to turn this one into a field of peas. Now, I'm going to have 4 people in each one of these fields, even possibly 5, if we're going to go that route, because they're far more labor intensive than the other food, but it does last longer and there's a higher yield. Now that this is built, I am going to turn around and we are going to need, we have to look at what's more important right now. Right now, the textile mill is absolutely important because we need to make clothes. Now here, I am going to go ahead and set this over to another field for raw materials, and it's going to be for textiles. Because if you go over to the raw materials, and you go over to textile, you're going to see that linen shares the same category as flax. So we want to make sure we have enough storage here to be able to do anything. And plus, this one right here is going to be so close to our tailor, they're not going to have to hoof it very far to get the materials that they need. Now, this one right here, we are going to open next year and get some flax going. the temperature's starting to change, which I'm okay with. Right now, food and herbs are all that we're concerned with right now. Now, can I boost our stone production? Of course I can. We have stone right here, which they're going to be able to drop in on, and they're going to be close to their homes. So we're going to be okay with that for the wintertime. We have coal. So people should not be freezing in here. But we don't have any coal over here, so let's get the marketplace open so they can go and grab this coal, so our farmers and other people are not going to have to do anything. Now, our agave's starting to get low, which we knew this was going to happen, but we do have 230, so that's going to be able to get taken care of during the winter time, so we'll be okay there. And right over here, I don't have anything this pasture, which I really don't care about. For the one worker and only have 9 turkeys, it's really not going to produce that much food for us. Now we're getting into the freezing temperatures, so that's no good. But they should be okay. I don't think we're going to lose anybody to freezing deaths. But this is where, we have to flex our people. What's the most important right now? They don't have anything. So this is pretty much pointless. So we're going to take our advanced Tailor off. We're getting close to this one, so that's good. But let's go ahead and throw several people in here. And maybe not 5. Let's do 4. We're going to get the wells turned on, because that's important. That still leaves us 2 more people. So we can go ahead and get this other well turned on. We want to get the agave started. So that leaves us with 1 person. Right now our tools are up to 28, so that's kind of cool. We want them to do 50. They're still going to hit us on our iron and that fun stuff, so that's really no good. But is there anything else that I need open at this point in time? That's the one thing we have to look at. Now, I have 3 builders, but can I use them anyplace else? And the simple fact is, I could use them for coal, but I'm not going to. But this person only has just a couple things there to do, so this is where I'm going to do a gather all within our town limit. So if they can grab whatever trees they want to grab, and they should stay close enough to home and not freeze. And soon we're going to have our immigrants here. Now, that means I do need to spend a point. And the next point I'm going to spend it on is I'm going to go with the police station. Now, the reason why I'm going to go with the police station is we need to be able to banish any sick person. It has to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and throw our next building down, and it's going to be the police station. We're going to throw it right here. And I'm going to get this on priority. And we have everything that it takes to make it. And hopefully it'll be done before our immigrants arrive. Now, the reason why I'm doing the police station is I'm going to banish any sick people. Because right now we do not have the medical coverage needed to cure anybody. So even just the basic stuff. So right now, if I would take an immigrant and they were sick, they'd go visit our doctor, and our doctor would wind up dying, and the immigrant would wind up dying of whatever they were sick with. So why lose a doctor when we could turn around and get exactly what we need by just banishing that one immigrant? Now, we need to get a field going up, but we also need to start worrying about our water, because it is what it is. So we're going to pick up the water. I still have 5 points, so we're okay. Now, let's see how many reservoirs we can get put down over here, because I would like to keep water as close to us as possible. And this is probably going to be the area which we do it. Okay, so it's going to be here, here, and here. I don't think I can get another one over here. Yeah, I think it's just going to be too wonky. And we know we can't get one there. So we're just going to have to deal with 3 reservoirs right here, which I am good with. That is fine. So we're going to go ahead and get the road over here so we can get them building it. And right here, we'll curve this off and take this straight over. Now, water-wise, I'm going to pause a couple of them because there's no way we can afford that. But we're also going to have to get sand built. So after this building's done, we're going to go sand. You know, we still have our coal going, so that's good. We have, we almost have maxed out on our agaves, so that's fine. It's in December right now. Soon immigrants will show up. Now, we do have 3 of... we had 3 births. Now, if you noticed, I could have swore our last tent got used. Okay, immigrants have arrived. So, we have 10 of them. I'm thinking we're going to be able to keep 9 of them. I could be wrong. I am going to take 1 person, and we are going to have... if anybody's sick here, we're going to pounce on them and get rid of them. Which none are. So, right now we have homeless people and they're not happy. Be perfectly honest, I don't care. So we're going to resolve that real fast. We have what we need to create this. And we will go ahead and slow it down a little bit. I can go ahead and turn off the police. See, now we have 10 people. We can go ahead and add construction worker. That's fine. I know people are freezing. That's fine. But we're going to add a couple more tents. And that'll be okay. Hopefully we won't lose anybody. It's 39 degrees right now. So I'm going to pause this. we're going to get our hunters going. That is a good thing. And look at this. We can actually now turn on our turkeys, so we're going to get a good food source going here. So that's even better. We are going to plan out, because now we have 5 people. Ooh. We can get a person, which they're already there, so we can get them started on... Oh, we have 0 flax. Wow. I thought we had some flax. Okay, so we'll turn this off. It's still no big deal. We'll turn this field on. And we will turn this field on. We're going to add somebody there. Now, who else can we move? Well, we can't move very many people just yet, but I can bring the builders back down to 2, which is fine. And we're going to need a couple more people. Well, our Gavi hit where it's supposed to, so we'll take that person out. We're going to increase this down to 1 more. And who else can we steal? I'm going to turn around and I am going to take this and we're going to close that down. So now we should have 4 people there. And I'm actually going to add a 3rd person there. Now I know everybody's like, oh, Larry, you're getting low on agave. Shouldn't you be growing agave? Because you only have 138 left. Yeah, we'll be okay. So we're just going to let them do their thing. And now if you look at it, our lumber is kind of tanking. So we're going to solve that this time. And when everybody's all happy clams and done with doing their crop thing, we are going to turn around and we are going to take some wood. And I know I've said we shouldn't touch this area. We need this area south of town. Don't touch it because of disasters. I don't see any disasters coming. So it's a crapshoot. And I'm hearing tinks. So that means our tents are getting built. Okay, the mysterious merchant. I don't think I have what they need. Yeah, so what a bummer. Now, how close are these people to them getting their stuff done? Well, not that close. But like I told you, peas and all that other fun stuff. Okay, they're done over here. So, now we have 8 people going to go attack all that lumber. And voila, we have 2 spaces available for breeding. We're getting low on stone, but right now, first things first, let's let them hoover up all that timber and let's see where we're standing on timber. We're getting low on tools, and I kept somebody there to keep doing our tools, which is fine. Because we are going to go into a house building frenzy. And now that we have the first, our tents taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and have them build our sand pit. And right now, they are almost, they're getting there. Ooh, and I forgot to take these people off. So we need to get that. And really have to watch these peas, because once these peas are at like 85%, I'm sending people over there. And see, this is the bad problem with having crops separated. It's like trying to watch both of them at the same time is kind of a pain. But if you notice, we still have 4 people generating coal. Once I get that up to 7, I will be happy. Because then that pretty much guarantees we have all the coal producing that we need, and we'll get into a decent surplus. And I know we have naked people running around. It's no big deal. Okay, we finally have that, but we're only going to run it during the winter time. So the next building I want to get is, I'm going to hold off. Sure, we would like to get the paper production going, but right now my first concern is water, because we're going to start going through a lot of it. But housing, let's increase their happiness. So that is going to be a big deal. Okay, flax is at 82%, 85%. We're going to go ahead and get the flax started. They don't have much lumber left to do. 77. And we're going to turn this field back on. And we're going to turn this field back on. Hopefully that will be enough. So we have all these tasty victuals out here that need to get harvested. We're up at 909 wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and we're going to get the stone in. So we're going to need it. We're going to get that iron in. And is there any other close iron? Not really. So we're going to have to be pretty strategic on how we use that and what houses are going to go where. Now, they're slowly getting it done. Temperatures aren't bad, so life is good. We're bringing in food. Life is good. Look at that. We already brought in 482 turkeys. Not bad. Because turkeys produce all year long. And just think, I'm bringing in 482 turkeys. That is better than 3 or 4 people on a fishing dock. And we're going to go ahead and turn that off. So, they're doing their thing, and now I'm going to turn that off. They're going to do their thing. I am going to get somebody in the textile mill getting on the flax because we need clothes. Gotta have the clothes. And they're just chomping away at this iron, which is good. And it's not as much iron as I'd like. It's not much stone. So we are going to get them to hoover up a little bit more because the temperatures are still fine. Unfortunately, our hunters haven't really done much for us this time. That's kind of a disappointment. Now, I'm probably going to be asking way too much of them to do that, but it is what it is. We have 10 people. I want them doing that. And we're getting close to our cap on tools, so that's good. We already have a couple people freezing, and it's only 38, but that's because they're naked. So that's not a good thing. Yeah, we're bringing in some of that, so life is good. Okay, it's 33 degrees, so I'm going to pause this. We're going to go ahead and pull our hunters back. And we're just going to have to make do with the iron that we have. So we're going to eliminate that. Now it's time to use our people the best that we can. We're going to go ahead and get the sand pit going because we're going to need the sand pit for our reservoir. So we're going to have that going on. Right now that leaves us with 11 people. So that is awesome. That's going to bring me up to 2 people there. I'm going to bring in 2 people here. That leaves us with 8. We're going to go ahead and bring in some more water. If I can, right there. So we're going to open that up. Right now, the market's open. Looks like we have everything that we need opened. And that still leaves us with 6 people. So we are going to go that route and, excuse me, no, we are going to take 1 person there. We're going to throw 4 workers on. Now, I know this is slow, but we have to start picking out who we want where and get the housing built. So we need to get these 2 houses up and going. And I tend to build 2 houses at a time. So what's going to happen is as soon as we can get people transferred out of these tents, we're going to knock the tent down. Which I might knock the tent down. We'll see. Because I still haven't figured out if we knock a building down, do we get the stuff back? I don't remember if we do. But I also know that I don't have the recycling skill, so that is going to be a must. And we are definitely getting closer. Now, we're down to 185 herbs. That's concerning, but I can live with it. Our coal is going up, which is great. Now, see who took that. See, students. The students are going to take a lot of our housing. But, well, let's see who's living here. That little student right there, little rascal there. Okay, right here we have the blacksmith. And the blacksmith is down here. So we're going to have to build a few houses. So we're not going to actually do anything there. We're going to go ahead and let's get these 2 houses started. And it's going to be basically a little rinse and repeat for the winter time. It is going to hit our coal a little hard because they're fueling up new houses. So, once again, look at what we've accomplished in this episode. We now have, look at that, 749 turkeys from 1 person. 1 person. So, don't you think it might be reasonable to add another round of turkeys? So that's something we're going to be concentrating on because we want food. If we can keep from growing food in the fields, that's what we want, because we want to be able to use trade items out in the field. That's what we want to concentrate on. So that's what we're going to do. So if you like what you saw in this video and, getting a better understanding of the game, please hit like so other people can find the video. It helps us. And of course, if you like the content I'm putting out, please follow the channel. And, you'll add me to the big old list that you probably have in the game. And you'll see that little blue icon of new stuff I put out. And typically, I will put out, depending on the day, 5 or 6 videos. So I'm going to say adios for this episode. And hopefully you're going to have a good day, a good night. Please be healthy. Please be happy. Stay safe. And I will talk to you in the very next episode. Bye.